that was pretty like, oh shit. It was funny. It was a funny moment
Mhm.
because like I just talked. I just said hello, Dr. Casio, and like we just started talking and stuff. But it was like an awkward like first time to meet someone. Like if I scared you, like it wouldn't really matter. Because I knew you. But like someone I've never spoken to before, just like meeting like that.
Yeah. Uh,
It was funny. And
Also, we're recording.
oh, we're recording.
Yeah, we're recording right now.
So yeah, that's my professor, Dr. Casio. I should be working
Hello,
on your
everybody.
assignment right now.
This is Human and Apes podcast. Episode 1. How are you, Jonathan?
I am currently eating a Nature Bakery fig bar.
Oh, that's
But-
nice.
I am doing really well. Today has been a good day. I didn't really do much at first, but
Yeah.
then we started hanging out earlier, and
Mhm.
then we just came up with this idea to start a podcast.
Yeah.
And this is what we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Had the idea today.
We're just
We are
doing a
executing
podcast.
the idea now.
Yes, and it is currently status recording, which is good because we have already recorded a podcast talking about the different type of names we'll actually want to use as our podcast.
Yeah.
And it seems like all the files for that is gone. So at the moment we are needing to restart so then we can have another podcast to do.
Do you think we should like check if it's working now?
It seems like it's going, like it says length 1 minute. I think it's good.
All right,
But yeah,
we're gonna get this started then. How
Okay.
are you, Nathan?
I'm doing pretty good actually.
By the way,
that's your
who
foot.
are we? Who are we?
Who are we?
I'm Jonathan,
I'm Nathan.
and we're just some friends that decided to start a podcast.
Literally. And we have no main reason of what this podcast will be about.
Oh, I know
But-
that dude.
You know that
Should we
dude?
have a? Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna.
Just walk in and
yeah,
just like,
just start talking.
hey yo.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's just gonna be random topics.
Exactly, random topics. Just
Today.
hearing us talk. And that is the main reason of it.
Yes.
Is there anything that is on your thought, like on your mind?
What's on my mind right now is. What is on my mind?
The music filling in.
This
amazing.
music is amazing. What's on your mind? I'd like to know.
That I do not know. I had a lot on my mind before I started this podcast, and right whenever I clicked the button, my mind went blank. So at the moment, I have, and it is okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that music is getting good.
it is getting very good.
All right.
It is
So,
getting
um,
very good. I'm so sorry about this. I feel like I'm probably am going to post this on public. Just telling you now, this one's already pretty good.
You think
Yeah.
all of it, or like edit it?
I don't know. It might be like little sections of it, but it
Yeah.
might also be the full thing. Who knows?
All
I'm
right.
thinking of also doing art for this.
Art, yeah, that would be awesome. Let's talk about art, actually.
Okay.
What do you believe art is? The Wii music restarting.
I think art is everything that is man-made. So literally anything that was made by humans and created and designed by humans is art. So it could literally even be a dot. I think that's the entire idea. Like there's arts
There is
Um,
art.
that are like, there's like one that is just a dot, and it's to show that like anything can be art. It doesn't like really, like anything that is just made by you is art. You can like just put a dot on a paper and call it art because it is still made by you. you still put some sort of effort and energy into it, even if it is literally like just putting a dot in there. There was still some sort of energy and effort and creativity put into that.
I agree with that. I agree that arts could be anything that you create, right? At the same time, what what art do you value?
Uh,
You know, like there's a lot of arts that you interfere through your daily life, right? But like, what's something that you really look forward to expressing or receiving? You know, like interacting with,
yeah,
like listening to music or
just the vibe.
watching a cinema, a game,
Yeah.
something.
I like the vibe of stuff. That's the thing. Like I think I go by like how it makes me feel personally. And like just like the feeling I get, like how it makes me feel as a person, like happy, sad, and all these different types of emotions. Like it's just very interesting how like something this thing like song or a movie can just trigger these emotions, especially movies. Like there's been a lot of movies that really just trigger almost every single emotion that you have in your body, like happiness and sadness and anger. It makes you feel all that in like a short amount of time, and it is very interesting how people were able to create these types of like art.
Is there a specific movie that like you really like that we could talk about?
Have you seen the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once?
I have watched
It
that
is
movie,
a very good
actually.
movie, actually.
I thought that when I first watched it, me and my sister went to go watch it together.
Yeah.
And
Oh, you keep on seeing people?
and then like we went to go watch it together, and I was really looking forward to it because I heard that that movie was really good. Like there hadn't been a movie that good in a while created, and I was really surprised by how much went into it, you know? Like it was such a fast-paced movie that you really had to pay attention to, and it was kind of like a lot to deal with, but it was in the most beautiful way possible, I think. And that movie was actually really sad. I thought that it was like
It was very sad. It
I
made
think
me
that was
cry.
the main topic, sadness.
Like I just felt so bad for the husband. Like he tried so hard to be like a good. Also, I don't know what is on. I just put something random.
The husband.
Like,
oh, the
yeah.
dude that like owned the place.
Yeah, the husband. Do you remember? Like she like stabbed him and everything, and like just the amount of times like he, like all in every single amount of dimension, he's always just trying to be with her.
Oh,
and, like
yeah,
loving her.
yeah. You know, I never really thought about that, like viewpoints of like his perspective in the movie, like his role.
Yeah, but she was all like throughout the entire time, like he was always like being the side character, although always like trying to like stand up for her or fight for her and do for her. And she was always the center point to every single dimension. It was like whatever she did always like made a huge insane difference on like the world itself. Like she was the center point. And her daughter was like also saw herself as a center point and wanted her own mom to like be with her, so then she doesn't feel like she was the only one, you know, like seeing like, you know, I
like
forgot.
going through all the motions of life over and over again, right?
Yeah, she didn't want to be the only, like her daughter didn't want herself to be the only one seeing that, so she got her mom to go through that.
Do you think that's kind of like how in general like humans are, like right now, like you and I, like even though we're right here right now, do you think that would exist in another reality, kind of how it is in that movie? Like
possibly.
Even though we may not have interacted with each other, we like still existed in the same area. Like
yeah, we could went
like
to a different
never
college or not even gone to a college.
exactly, or like even here, like we could have never known each other here, and
Yeah.
you would be doing your own thing, I would be doing my own thing.
Yeah, what is
But
like all the other dimensions where we do know each other? Like how many dimensions where we do know each
Mhm.
other? What if there's like even ones where we don't like each other, like we hate each other?
but I am also thinking about like how that would relate to like every other person too.
Yeah.
Like not just us existing alone, but in, like us existing in society with the same people.
Exactly. How would that change society itself?
Like-
Because like you would think about like this dimension, we might like there might even be like a dimension where like everything is the complete opposite to where it is right now,
Mhm.
because it all depends on like people and their like the decisions and choices they make.
Yes.
That's why the decisions and choices we make at like go long ways, even if like it's a very small one. I mean, heck, we don't even know. Like even like probably like deciding on checking the time on your phone will make a huge like difference in between like that in a different dimension.
That is true because like literally every single thing you've gone through in your life has led you to this exact moment.
Yeah, exactly. And also like have you ever like just been through a moment where you're like, wow, that could have gone like south so fast. Like
Mhm.
it could have like been way worse. Like
Yeah.
I could have been heavily injured. Something could have happened, you know?
I think about that all the time
And
actually.
in thinking about how like we're still alive. Like we've like somehow been lucky enough where then those situations didn't happen to us. How many other dimensions are we dead in? That's the thing. Do you think that there's other dimensions where we have died in? Like we probably had
Honestly-
near death situations now, but in other
Yeah.
dimensions, like we actually have died.
I think definitely, but I also, you know, I think we were talking about this earlier about like the philosophical perspectives of life and
Yeah.
how you
Free will versus determination,
yes, exactly.
and how but yeah.
I think that like even though all the possibilities are possible, I feel like that's already happened
Mm-hmm.
and we're just experiencing it right now. But in
Yeah.
reality, like once we leave like the human body, I feel like we also have other lives in which we've like died and grown and just like learned about that life. So
Mm-hmm.
in reality, I really feel like as humans, as just a soul in this earth and like a thought that you have,